So it's a video on how to fit a bonnet guard on a Ford Ranger 2023, as you can see here. So on the bonnet guard there are 5 holes like this one here. So you've got one in the centre and then 2 down either side, and all the fixings fit in exactly the same way across all 5. As you can see here. So first thing you want to do is sort of loosely pop the bonnet guard on the lip of the bonnet there after you've given it a good clean, and just see where the holes in the bonnet guard line up with the holes underneath here. If you've never had anything on there before, they'll have a little plastic plug in them like that, and where the holes line up in the bonnet guard, you just want to pop these out. You can just pull from behind the rubber and they should pop straight out there and they won't be reused. Once you've done that, there's some clear plastic tape, if you can see that there. You're going to want to put that just over the lip of the bonnet, in line with that hole, sort of halfway over so that it covers bottom and top. Once you've done that, you want to get one of your metal fitting brackets and pop that inside there. If you can see that, it's a bit awkward to do with one hand. So that the threaded hole is on the top, underneath the bonnet guard, and then you've got the big square hole underneath that lines up with the round hole in the bonnet. Once you've done that, you've got some little black plastic plugs like this, and they are going to go behind the rubber and in line with where you've got the larger hole in the bracket. Are going to go through that and push through and into the circular hole in the bonnet itself. Okay, and once you've pushed that in, the square shape of the plug here will sit inside the square hole in the bracket and should stop that from turning. Once you've done that, you want a smaller Phillips headed screw, and there is some small plastic washers in the kit, which that will go through. They're not the best washers, so if it doesn't seem to work with the washer, you can use it without, and the rubber itself kind of acts a bit like a washer there and will compress slightly. So you want to pop that through the top of the through the middle of that hole there, through the rubber and into the metal bracket. And as you're screwing that up through there, you may just need to put a finger to the side of the screw and just sort of hold that plastic plug in place if it is starting to spin slightly once you get slightly tighter, and that would just mean you can tighten it up fully. So I'll just do that now. Okay, so that's tight on there, and then on top you should have a larger bolt there, again with the Phillips head, and the plastic cap for the screw. So the screw is going to want to go through the cap like so, and that will just drop through the hole in the bonnet guard itself and then into the bracket. You just have to wiggle it around a bit to get it lined up, and then that should screw down and hold that all tight. So I'll just do that now. Okay, and once you've repeated that for same process for all 5 holes in the bonnet guard here, that's the centre one, and as you can see that's all 5 done, and you can pop the lid of the cap down like that, and you should have some little rubber sort of stoppers there, and they can just sit one on either end, and then 2 sort of regular spaces between either side down the middle, and that just stops the plastic from bending back with the wind and touching any paintwork there. And that is everything there. So once closed, it should look like that, firmly fixed and spaced away from the paintwork.